Hello everyone, my name is Angelica and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing great and you're ready for a new dose of DIY projects. For today's video, I prepared 3 home decor projects in more of the boho style. I think this interior style is still very popular and trendy. I really like it and I include few pieces from this style around my house. And by the way, if you like this style as well, I've created other boho style home decor on this channel, so I will link all the links to the videos down below in case you're interested and you want to check them out. And also, if you don't want to miss my future uploads, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. And now, without any further ado, let's jump right to the first boho project. To create moon-shaped shelf, I will need 2 same size embroidery hoops. Of course, size depends on your preferences and how big you want your moon to be. I place one hoop on the other one to create the moon shape I'm going for. With the pencil, I mark where I want to cut the hoop. I extend this line straight down on the outside of the hoop. To cut it, I started with using pliers. I cut it a little bit but not completely, so I had to use hand sew. On the other side, I've tried with pliers again. This time they cut it perfectly. I think it just depends how much pressure you use. I turn the smaller piece other way around and glue the ends together using hot glue. This way I've created first moon shape. To make the second one identical, I place the moon on the hoop and mark its exact shape. Then I cut this part out and glue it to achieve moon shape. I take some kind of jute fabric. It's nice light cream color, perfect for boho style. But again, it can be customized whichever way you want and you can use different kind of fabric or different color. I take the first shape and place it on my fabric. I cut the excess fabric as I only need to cover the inside space of the moon. You have to remember to glue the fabric to the opposite sides of the shapes. I'm using fabric glue and I spread it all on my wooden part. You can use hot glue. At first I thought fabric glue gives tidy effect, but later I will be using hot glue anyway as it takes quicker to dry. And the same on the other shape, but on the opposite side. Make sure the fabric is stretched. Then using scissors, I cut off all the excess fabric. I try to do it as close to the wood as I can by leaving it almost at the same line. You can save the scrap fabric for some future projects. I cut few short pieces out of longer skewers. Mine are about 7.5 centimeters, but it depends how much you want your moon to stick out from the wall. Then I glue each stick to the inside wall of the moon, starting from one corner going all the way to the another one. The distance between each stick doesn't really matter, like also how many sticks you are going to use. Once all sticks are attached, I'm going quickly with hot glue and apply tiny bit of it on top of each stick. And then I take my other moon and place it on the top of it. I make sure all sticks are inside of the other shape and they are glued straight. Now it's time to cover the rest of my moon with the fabric. I start with the back. I simply roll the fabric on it and glue it with hot glue, and then again I cut the excess part. For better finish, I also cover the opening of the moon. I cut the fabric slightly longer and then wrap it around the wood. Place some light fold plant inside and hang it on the wall. I love interiors decorated with pampas grass. Unfortunately, it can be quite pricey, so I've decided to create them myself out of yarn. I take double-sided tape and cut its width in half. You can of course skip this process if you have narrow tape. I cut about 40 cm long piece. I put one on the side and one I'm going to use now. Pick the color of the yarn you want your pampas grass to be. At first I went with white, but I quickly swapped it for this beige pink color. I take end of the yarn and wrap it around my 2 fingers. I cut the yarn off and then I also cut the all loops I've created by wrapping it on my fingers. This way I've created few same length parts of yarn. Each piece is about 8 cm long. I glue each of them next to each other on my double-sided tape. Then I cut more and more pieces to cover the whole length of my tape. I tape them as close to each other as I can. Once the whole tape is covered, I go along and make sure all yarn are sticking nicely. I take wooden stick and start wrapping my tape with yarn around it. Because it's a double-sided tape, everything's together nicely. I wrap it around going slightly down on the stick. Once I finish with the whole tape, I'm making sure the end is tight and it secures everything. Now the most time-consuming process, which is brushing the yarn off to make it fluffy and unraveled. The easiest way of doing it is by dividing all yarn into smaller sections and then focusing only on one of them at a time. I'm using just normal comb, but I believe the pet brush might work better in this case. I also start brushing the ends of the yarn going gradually down and down. Almost like brushing your hair, you start from the ends and then you brush the whole length. Once you are happy with the result of your pampas grass, you can secure its look and fluffiness by spraying them with hairspray. Altogether, I've created 5 of them for nice and full looking bouquet. I've got so much yarn at home, so I've decided to use some of it in my next project. I will be decorating this white IKEA cushion cover. With the yarn, I've picked few different by matching colors. I've also tried to choose the thick ones. I start by taking one yarn and measuring the width of my cover. I add few extra centimeters and cut it. This piece will work as my template for cutting more pieces off. At first, I cut few pieces from each color. For one decorative row on my cover, I will be using 4 individual pieces of yarn. I make sure they are all at the same length and then I twist them together. At first, to attach the twisted yarn to my cushion, I'm using fabric glue. I create long and straight line with it and then place the yarn on top of it and press it down. I take pencil and ruler and mark small dots in the distance of 1 centimeter from each other. I do it under and above the yarn. These dots are just my guidance on where to press the needle with the thread through. I try to create them in straight line for better finish. I take quite thick thread, which in this case is macrame cord, and put it through the needle, securing its end with double knot. Starting from the inside of the cover, I go with my needle through the first dot. It might be slightly hard to pull it because of the cord's thickness. Then I push it through the first dot above the yarn. This way, I've created first loop around my twisted yarn. I make sure all pieces went through this loop and then create another one going through the second dot. This way, all yarn is more secure and also it creates nice pattern on this cushion cover. I repeat the process all the way till I reach end of this yarn. After creating 4 rows, I've got more practice and I found a quicker way of doing it. I start the same by gluing the twisted yarn to the cover, then I create dots in straight line, and before I start sewing it with the normal needle, I take thick waving needle and create little holes in the places where the dots are. It takes only a few seconds but helps a lot with pushing the normal needle through later on. And then I'm going through 2 holes at the same time to make this process quicker. Let me know in the comment section which project was your favorite. Not gonna lie, all of them were quite time consuming, but I love the final results. So if you got spare time and you want to save some money, I think this project will be perfect for you to try out. Also let me know in the comment section what other interior style home decor projects you would like to see me doing on this channel. And for now, thank you so much for watching, your support, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!